Hello. So we okay that. Pull it up. 2212 22. Right. There we go. That means I can now finally go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Yes, in the last episode we continued on with episode 5, or chapter 5, Turnabout Ablaze, and we were just about to talk to a certain old friend of ours, Mr. Or at least I think we had. We found out that Larry was Steel Samurai, and then we were going to talk to Bard. That was it. I forgot. Bard was here now, so let's just start. About the murder of DEMASQUE II, wouldn't you be willing to fill me in on a few details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos of DEMASQUE II, he broke into this embassy, probably to steal some treasure or another. I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in his room? Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective? That samurai. He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Albert was to give a commemorative speech. Well, and that's when the Yatagarasu showed. But keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats, for the guests who had been called to sit in them, were empty. A no-show? Or was it unfair to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted at a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? Well, he was on top of the roof with one of his legs down a chimney. God damn it, Larry! Always with you. That chimney leads directly into this room. Larry Butts! You've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? Moron! Anyway, always a moron. Jesus Christ. In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to come back to you later. For now, I'm going to start over at the desk. There's always something hidden on the desk. This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today. Finally, doesn't look like important work to me. No, it doesn't really, does it? Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name. My said to us, are you done staring? I should hardly sing passion flowers Rose up there. Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name. It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. As they say, you learn something new every day. Huh. It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. The person shaking hands with a steel samurai in this picture is Mr. Alba. It was taken just before the murder. The steel samurai must be very popular. They even use the national treasure as backdrop. I just don't understand what exactly is so great about Top Knot there. Clearly, there's a depth to this show that a young person like you can't even fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costumed actors? No. So this is a victim, DEMASQUE II. What is with the gaudy outfit? You don't know about DEMASQUE? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. So this thief is separate from the Atgarasu. I thought they were for a while because their MO and targets were different. DEMASQUE likes his high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of the investigation, so we'd know more about DEMASQUE. That's alright. All I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? No rest of I expected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. So this is the murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. This was a sweeping sword, isn't it? What did you expect? It's still Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. And I call it a secondary because although he uses the sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in real fight. You sure know quite a bit about the steel samurai, as well because I saw a stage show earlier. We have a sword of steel samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. I suppose this was the wrapping cloth DEMASQUE II used to carry his stolen goods. But there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he wanted to steal. There is not a single shred of fashion sense in DEMASQUE's costume. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know. You can buy this costume most anywhere now. It's being sold? Well, since when? And why? I don't get that. Why would... Okay, whatever. Since around New Year's, the streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out DEMASQUE is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. Yes, we got to a point about 3 foolishes back, Francisca. I thought DEMASQUE had quit the business. This guy, he's just a copycat using the name. A phony successor, I suppose. He's, just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashi Nu. He's 29, wanted on larceny charges. Kashinu. Casino? Maybe. For his clothes and what he's carrying, we determined that this guy is the real DEMASQUE II. The cause of death appears to be a loss of blood from the back of his head. He was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Pardon me, what is he holding? Looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. It would appear the directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I'd like who to steal the primitive statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who are to notice themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say this actually is a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested the theft of the primitive statue? Speaking of the Prima statue, let's have a look at the Prima statue. There was the exact same statue sitting in the Barbley's office we examined. It's the Prima statue. It was the national treasure of the Principality of Cadopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabaster and Babar came to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. There's clearly a contradiction here. Yes, I believe you're right. Clearly inside there in your logic. Apparently I was mistaken. Sure looks like fun, Edgy. Well, it's not. Let's not forget whose sake I'm suffering. I hope you're considering that. It's a Prima statue, as well as on Bobbly's side as well. I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Cadopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that only one of the two is a replica. But both Alabaster and Babar claim to have the real thing and won't budge from their claim. There was almost the exact same wall-mount for the knives on Barley's side. But I can't see any details from this distance. What? How? Okay. The counterpart of Barley's butterfly is the Abastian flower. Butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things. But we can interpret this to mean that Alabaster presides hurry to Babar. Francisco, can't you come up with a more meaningful and profound comment? Very well then, let's hear what sort of profound comment you can come up with. Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies to spread their pollen, and butterflies cannot live without the nectar that flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. How is that, Miss Von Karma? Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep. Well, let's continue the investigation. Francisco, why can't you just admit I had something there? Nope. It's something to deduce, but I don't know what. So now we're gonna talk to you. Hey, how about that? I got a few things I'm gonna ask you too. What is it? It's like both you and him. How is it that two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? Ah, talking about Mr. Right, are we now, huh? Francie, what about that promise you made to me? Promise? What promise? Well, when you said you'd make me the model for my next book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Ow! That is canon. That is fully canon. Okay. I made no such promise. Well, since grade school, we've had a certain say about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Laurie Stoneham now? That's Stoneham! Laurie Stoneham! Get straight in your head, Edgy! Ow! Now remember, you're such a rude and pale imitation of a real artist. No, you got it all wrong. You gave up on the whole Laurie's business. Besides, when Brangelina left me in my heart in pieces, that's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I want to help her in some way. You figured I could through the Steel Samurai outfit. Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time you need it. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as a Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it! I knew you'd know what I meant, Edgy. Not really. It's not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Jesus Christ. I also just need to, Larry, I wonder if you might know what this is. Nope, not a clue. You didn't even look at it. Nah, that's because the only thing I can see right now is for the form of my love frenzy. Oh, in that case, allow me to help you sear my form into you for eternity. That really trip! Now this is a trip I'm willing to endorse. Especially if we can finally get some peace here. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too. Nonsense. I believe you have the mental acuity to needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we're not talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. Past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Gee, you can be so mean-stabbing with your words like that. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. Okay, fine, I get it. Just stop fancy with me from behind. I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you're up to is probably beyond my imagination. So will you tell me what exactly you did, Larry? Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take a lot more to loosen my lips. A lot more! Confess, now! Oh. Okay, well, I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and legendary hero. Legendary? Do-do-do. 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 Hero? Santa Claus! Santa Claus? I want to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. When I got there, there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. And? I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke going up, right? So I gave up. Larry, you don't realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. You should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest lawful trespasser in history. Oh, crud! This is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as a prime suspect in this murder, for fuck's sake. Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? Well, let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa already returns on December 24th. That is in December, you nitwit! Oh! Hey, wait a sec. We're not in court. Larry, about a Steel Samurai that was used in the murder weapon. The way his samurai sword that was used in the murder weapon. Oh, that? Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know? Yes, apparently you did. And, well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind, but I left afterwards. And I'm talking about shock. I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone, so, shocked! foolish fool looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale? Me. Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I do believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Edgy, you believe me? You thought our friendship is something special. Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name, which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. There was a grandfather clock like this one earlier in the Barbalese embassy. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior design really suffers from it. Really? I think this clock actually fits the decor of this room quite well. I suppose it would suit the all-natural atmosphere in this room. Its design in the material it's made of strikes a good balance with the plans. Hey, you two, now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know? Hurry up and see me! Be quiet! Yeah! This is all part of my elite investigation. All you need to do is be quiet and watch. Actually, I do believe Larry has a point for once. There are one weapons on display on this wall, a crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Barbalese knives, which means the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. I would rest until I inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. What is this plant supposed to be? Francisca, can't you see it's supposed to be in the likeness of Ambassador Alba? My advice is important. You have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to a salary assessment next month. You are deluding yourself if you think you're to have any control over that. This is still Samurai's primary weapon, the Samurai Spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. Looks at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like BAM, you know? You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, are you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm entirely convinced the spear is the task. What's wrong, Edgy? You just stand up in the distance. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll just shoot you to make you one, okay? This one's mine. Did I say anything about wanting one? Maybe I can shut him off by showing a piece of evidence. I'll put something about this spear. Eureka! Larry, about this spear. Oh, you feeling it? Bam! I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, this spear is a spear a bit bent. What? Oh, wait, it's exactly as it should be, yo! I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now take a good look at which you drew with your own hands. You can see the spear is clearly of a different shape. What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry, okay? I hold a spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel so powerful, and your practice, I spin around and around, bam, it hit the wall! You don't believe it? This is an embassy! I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. I just lose this hot-blooded man. Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Okay, so some field trip and I began shellifying myself. Not that. I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that? It's no biggie. It's not like you left a hole or anything. So I'm asking, Larry. Still, Samba spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. What? Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it a samurai spear, but it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it, because it's hollow on the inside. You can hit it against right to the end and it would bend. Is that so? Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. I see. Well, friendship totally is something special, my said for us. Ah, sort of friendship is utter humiliation. Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this? Why are there no whips on display? I wonder why is there no whips on display here? Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts of the Marbley's knives. Raising these knives, it must have been the knife that killed Mr. Kuchen. Wow, the knife is missing its blade. See the two pieces, the blade and the handle fit together. It appears that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. And this means that an alabastrian knife did find its way into the bar. But how? So if that's the case... Eureka! Right? No. Spoken to you. Okay, then let's have a talk with Lang. Did some investigating over in the Bobley's embassy too, right? I did. Is there a problem? Lang Z says a wolf who aims to hunt for 2 rabbits at once. The idiom you require is he who runs after 2 hares will catch neither. A real wolf can catch both. I see. So what you're trying to say, seeing as how I am currently handling 2 cases. So what are you trying to say, seeing as how I am currently handling 2 cases? Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. How do we try? I'll never be an assassin in our Shifu's investigation. As a fact, no matter how good he is bound to overlook something. If he saw our Shifu, then prepare to be punished. Oh, I'm not exactly what he punished us. Every investigator under Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation. Vindictive much? Good lord. Okay, I think the last thing I need to do is... Is it this, do you think? Oh, no, it's this. I've just noticed. It's facing the other direction. Eureka! Someone's moved it. Look at this photo and tell me what you find out about this scene, Master Von Karma. The apparent joy in the ambassador's face as he shakes the top knot's hand. Well, that's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. You're right. The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat-level person is allowed to handle it. The founder's statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene. It's proof that someone touched this statue around the time of the crime. Here's about wraps up on my investigation. That's... Ah, hello. Yo, Pink Princess, how you feeling? Still feeling ill? Awkward silence. And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabastrian embassy a visit. I believe I need to speak with her as well. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess, if you would please... Wait, if you would please answer... Me...
That's must be what they call fate.
How could this happen 2 days in a row?
What the? Aren't you Miss Oldbag?
Why are you so surprised?
Ah, so you're the ones that gotta play Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now.
Your acquaintances with Larry?
Why, yes, we're at the same company for a little while, you know? That's all, it's okay, my edgy pill. You don't need to be jealous.
Ugh. Ugh. I feel sick.
I was in the next room, you know, trying to get some beauty sleep. There was some noisy here, and I couldn't fall asleep, so I came out to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy pill waiting here for me. I knew, could imagine that you would ever get to a show like this. I guess I misjudged you, edgy pill.
You misjudged him?
I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know?
That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do.
Oh, my winds have shifted and now he's willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't worry, edgy pill. I chase you forever to the ends of the earth.
Again! Someone I really didn't think I would see again. All I'm saying is, Capcom Ace 37, get on that. Get on that. Isn't that just PHU? This is one of those rare times when Francisco and I actually see eye to eye. Now then, what are you doing here? I want you working at Game Waterland as a pink badger.
What are you talking about? That was ages ago.
That was yesterday.
Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of blue, but actually...
They called you?
Well, apparently the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly, so they called me in to be a last-minute replacement.
They don't have enough people on staff at the studio.
I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing her old heroine. It's a Mindy girl, I mean. The poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her. She's gonna have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm not exactly great at reading that to be standing in the very last second of chip out. I don't know the ragdoll is shaking. The others will never up or the ragdoll. Because I tell you, they're really a bunch of simpletons.
It's just a whirlwind with old bag every single time. Every time. We are as a lively old lady. So basically you received the stand-in request this morning, correct?
You got it. You need to see it. I got it right here. Look.
It appears to see as Teddy's of tools. How long have you got on for, sorry? Oh, wow. This is a lot longer than that.
I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears.
Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall.
Being famous is his promise too, you know? Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker.
That's supposed to be Mindy, not Wendy. I'm going to take it. Because I was confused when Larry did his W's and M's before. Because if you look... Where is it? There it is. To Wurra Edgeworth. Worried Wan of Neo Tokyo. But it's... Yeah. So, Mindy... Hence the little... Yeah.
I was taking my break when I found this stuck under the door into my room. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. Absolutely revolting. I mean, you'd think you could get my name right. There's no accent on my name.
Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have we seen this before?
Ah, but now that you're here at JP, I feel on the safe. Safe.
Hey? Where do I factor in this?
You bust out evil stalker, right, man? For my name's sake. Were you a pill?
Well, if you would allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later.
Oh, come on, Auntie Pills. Stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get.
What were you doing at the time of the crime?
What crime?
What?
The show's over. I had nothing but free time on my hands. So I use the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad head warm.
Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours.
Is that right? Oh, Auntie Pill, I'm scared. Hold me. Caress me.
If you could please not cling on to my personage. In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at the Ambassador Alba's speech.
Oh, that? No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have had a heart of a young tender maiden. My body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting like I got stiff. I couldn't move at all.
Can you provide proof of your condition?
Oh, you just go on and you go ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy.
I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave the room is rather pleasant. Prosecutor Von Connor, I brought the police dog as you requested, sir. Good work. You may leave now, officer. This dog. Missile! I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Atagasu. Well, it's like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too. Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's the police dog she's been taking care of. And his name is Missile. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front of an attacks. That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know? Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Now go! A good dog, you really are quite bright, aren't you? Like a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... Hey, Francisco, is that a little samurai dog? No, bad Missile! He ate it. I wonder if it's hard for him to eat that. It's just made substance snug for you during the still summer. I'm sure he'll be fine. So it's quite a bit of information because it's there in a single quick glance. Should really be focusing on why there's a samurai dog there in the first place. It looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found. Do. Oh, yes. Oh, and what do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. Samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? In the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. Suppose she'll get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. I've only just arrived since this room myself, which is why we need to investigate some more. Yes, I agree. Our priority should be on understanding what the current situation is. Of course, I was planning to do that from the very beginning. In that case, hurry up and start the investigation already. I will, so let's get started. I want to find out the truth behind what happened here. I should start by gathering as much information as I can. Yes, what about the missile? Pardon me, we borrowed this dog from local precinct. Pardon me, but is he really capable of handling this case? He may be small, but he is an excellent police dog. That's not what I think. Furthermore, he was raised by Detective Gumshoe. You had me thinking the dog was capable until you said that he was raised by Scruffy. Yes, well, I suppose that wasn't the best of arguments to use. If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt.
Oh, Edgy Poo, what's the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All I had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you'd like.
Thanks, but no thanks. The shirt was found here at this crime scene.
What?
Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here?
I know nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
What?
Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace dryer, sure, but I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? And that Princess costume, it was like being in a sauna. On top of that, I get fingered as a suspect. You're too cruel, Edgy Poo.
Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room?
Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be calm as relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always the...
Yes.
But I can't help it. Will you marry me? Honestly, men these days.
Well, I don't believe she's lying about her actions, so I'm going to safely assume that she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break, and somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours.
Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me.
And so the feeling of dread continues. I suppose I should ask more details. Wait, before you do that, I'm going to also connect these. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used, and your point is, smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least, according to Larry, this is a contradiction of the facts, is it not? Are you sure he wasn't just disorientated or something upon that roof? There's testimony from investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So, no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? Ah, I see. So what you're proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from his own bag's fire. So basically the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you are implying? Precisely. Maybe? Question mark? Yes, the lady's undershirt the missile found. Ugh. Why are you getting all excited over holding onto a lady's undergarment? Mazel to us, you uncouth sea slug. If you know the owners that undershirts, then hurry up and return it already. You have it all wrong. This is evidence. Only this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt. I was seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall. Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading to the possibility the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. There's an X on the back of all of the fireplace. See if I can't get a better look at it. What unser? The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to a neighboring room. The neighboring room, there appears to be nothing particular about the next room. The fact there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. We now know that the fireplace connects the 2 rooms, but how exactly is that significant? I'm going to suddenly names old lady as DEMASQUE II's killer now, are you? No, she couldn't move at all because of a stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with DEMASQUE II's murder. Pardon me. Goodness me. That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it?
Oh, of course, I'm forever yours, my edgy wedgy pill.
If you could just stick to what I asked you.
Edgy, Miss Oldbag,
No!
You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are present from the studio to the embassy.
A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We're supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy police and tell them hi. I just pile them all in a push cart just to move them all. Those studio guys should deliver those things by themselves. Right, Edgy? So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions? Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me and my question. You gonna stick up for me?
What about that? See, after the show, I went to rest in the spell in the dressing room because of my bad hip, you know? And there they were, the samurai dogs just sitting in the dressing room floor.
I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show.
Well, by preparation means sampling them as well.
Excuse me?
Oh, I tried one. I thought they were actually quite good. So I would have just had to find out. I know it's silly of me to think this, but I reckon that since they're for a kid show, that it was probably for kids too. They're so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I had to just have myself to half a dozen or so boxes. As I had them, they were on fire, warming them and eating them. I thought, this is... What is it now? Oh, I know, I bet you want a box too, don't you, my itchy pill? Well, what am I saying no to you? Well, I give you one. The rest are all for me.
Looks like the lesson for today is that Princess Dear Samurai is the Pink Princess. Take off their masks. They transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. Investigation complete. It would appear the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Good! I can on you, Edgy. Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is.
My lie?
I know there's still something you are keeping from the rest of us.
What's wrong with you? Why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy?
That's the side it's on. Sorry.
Curse you! Just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be.
Just gonna leave it out.
I'm gonna swear be murdered in the whole world and then kill myself. Do everything to mass confusion.
You made some wonderful friends with this child, I see. Larry, I have one thing to say to you.
Even if you made that face at me, it's no use. Man who's ready to die is strong-willed, you know?
Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you caused. I ask that you do not lie to me. You cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie. I will never forgive you.
Edgy.
Although, allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. And that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this.
Alright, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What didn't happen, the works.
Just what happened will do. Now then, if you'd please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight. Let's go.
After the show, I left my pushcart in the rose garden and came into the embassy.
Pardon me.
Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador.
After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so just wander around. That's why I spotted a chimney. Chimney like that is a rare thing, So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. Larry, I thought I had just finished telling you not to lie anymore. But it's kind of ultra embarrassing. Why exactly so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me? Hey, man, just like you said, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out. So just get out to me, reason it out of me. I shall submit, I command you to high up and expose this man's lie. I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter. I'm going to assume I believe I know what this is.
Objection!
Fuck. Not at all what I thought it was. I don't really get it, so yeah, can I continue with what I was saying? Sure, I guess I was wrong.
Hold it!
Press and guess then, press and guess. You have the push card. Could you please clarify that statement for me? Yeah, so the wheels on the push card got covered in dirt from the Rose Garden. They would have made a mess of the foreign sites, and Mr. Albert said to just leave it. Well, it would be rather impolite to dirty another country's embassy. Come David, I recall seeing the Pink Princess on my way into the embassy. And what was she doing? In particular, she was being carried by some dogs on a stretcher. She must have been incapacitated by the pain of her bad hip that she suffered during the show. So I came into the embassy, right? And then...
Hold it!
So you shook hands with the ambassador of the Kingdom of Alabas, did you? Yeah, can you believe it? Isn't that really cool for a change? Honestly speaking, it's not interesting about shaking some guy's hand. Hey there, you disrespecting my country in a very real embassy. As someone who's what's in this country, I'm feeling nothing but incredible shame as a second. Agreed. I apologize for his inconsiderate words. Now, Larry, please continue. What is it with all of you? You keep saying that kind of thing and I'll tell you only lies. You're already telling us nothing but lies, so let it go and move on. All right. All right already. You don't need to glare at me like that, Edgy.
Hold it!
Larry, I want you to listen very carefully and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you encounter. I know. I get it. I'm totally the bad guy again. I thought you were his friend. I think that was a bit harsh. Lang Z says, true friends are bosom friends. If you're in trouble calling your bosom friends, you surely you can truly cry on. Hey, bosom buddy, are you listening carefully to my testimony? Has it got your pea-sized brain yet that Agent Lang is only out to arrest you, Larry? Now then, you're wandering around inside the embassy, and then what happened?
Hold it!
I should hardly think that chimney is that rare. Agreed, especially since they are a traditional feature on American houses. Plus, many grand buildings even have larger and fancier chimneys. Yeah, but the kind of chimney I'm talking about is really romantic type. A romantic chimney. It might sound kind of silly, but women seem to really enjoy them. I just had a good feeling about that chimney.
Hold it!
You suddenly wanted to play Santa. Oh, well, I actually dressed up as Santa once before already. I was down at Gourd Lake. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history. Appear to be in childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not fair to dress up and play Santa, you know. Interestingly, Gourd Lake, so... This all takes place after that. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down family's chimney, after all. Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is really a big deal? Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Santa, your buddy, isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff. Precisely, you hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang. Hey, Edgy, that's incredibly mean! Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know. In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I wanted to tell me to whom you were delivering a present to. I was delivering presents to a child that best in a warm glow of love.
Objection!
That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard. But a lie is still a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that? In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present onto is most certainly this.
Take that!
Interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect. Did you all spread lies about me? I totally didn't want to see me sold out, so I started trying to go down a chimney. How? I advise you stop right there in your bashing lady. Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the want to run into that lady. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what? Define wrong impression. I simply mean the man before you thought to enter your lady's room without knowing one very important fact. Now it is best summed up with this.
Take that!
I'd like for you to take a look at this piece of evidence. No way, but it's not really all that important, is it? It's always like this. You acting so high, mate, and you bully me. That's like, I feel so like it. Be quiet and just take a look. Whatever you say so, Franzi, only because you say so. Some people never change. Either their attitudes do change or whim. So what's with that anyway? Why, it's proof that you never even knew existed, of course. Oh, is that all? Oh, I don't need it right now, so I'll just give that to you. What? I got you on the ropes now, don't I? So because of evidence somebody to the question at hand. I need to think through this one more time. Larry didn't know one very important fact when he tried to sneak into your bat's room. Oh, is it this? This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess, Mindy was it again? It seems that this man was quite taken with that actress. That's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. Feel a sex beam piercing in my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you. You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man who you haven't matured at all since we last met. Hey, Miss Prosecutor. Yes? This guy's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way. Hey, what the heck, man? I ain't got you guys at all. Why do you all have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy? To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Carlton acknowledged that Miss Mindy has fallen ill. Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room, that much we know for sure. Hey, Edgy, looks like you got a hang of this court thing now. But we're not in court at the moment. Shut up! I see what's going on here. It looks like just like what you do in court. I guess the old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Lang Z says until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form conclusions until everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen. Alrighty, get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in Battle of Wits. Larry, have you forgotten that I lose your victory? That should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest. Say, think that all I want to do is go visit Mindy? Well, he dressed up as Santa and climbed up on the chimney, but smoke is very thick. It's a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. And to top it all off, I became a suspect in murder. That's what you really meant. How I never want myself through so much humiliation purpose. Hey, someone say something! Larry, you seriously tried to submit this? Not as a confession, but as a testimony. So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? Claim is a claim, claim is my claim. Do you have any problem with that?
So it was you. You're my stalker. I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm about a type of woman who's all like focused on one man, only. Long as that she proves a lot, I can just drop her to be unfaithful. No, I can't, although I was tempted to tell you to be a beautiful plan. Let me like to prove it's best for its sake. When you join my life, to prove the rest of my life.
I'm so inspired. You're such an inconsiderate, kindly, idiotic, all-out, completely worthless man. I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there's nothing further to be proved at this point. What do you mean? Of course you still have something to prove. You still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, Edgy, everything is evidence in court, right? You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry. But I understand your point. Yeah, see, I'm totally a pro at this now. Very well, if you wish to see the evidence, let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. See, you didn't know what I would do is go visit Mindy? No, I didn't mean to do that. God damn it.
Hold it!
Well, I have been saying that for a while now. After all, if not for that, then for what other reason did you wish to go down a chimney? You can't say that without any evidence. Let's get the rules, Edgy. Thanks for keeping the prosecutor in line for me, suspect. Goodness sake. Again, sorry. I have the evidence, and if you wish to see it that badly, I can introduce you to. It's not good to keep some baiting by subordinate. Hide up and show some already. Lies! All lies, Edgy! But if you wish to lie, then by all means continue, because I'm ready to expose your lie at a moment's notice. You won't get the better of me. Now let's see. Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Hey! Why are you showing nothing to me? Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. If it isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing. You can pretend to be ignorant all you'd like, but it's written right there. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What about this letter shows the person Larry has intended was Mindy.
Take that!
Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. What the heck were you talking about? Speak English! You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me! It's embarrassing! There, isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're best, aren't they? But punching, but that will have to wait until we're off this crime scene. Edgy, save me from a scary man! Sure, if you're willing to make amends, tell him your incredibly embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me! Come again? It's fake! Someone's out to get me, so he made that fake letter. Send me up! Accept your defeat graciously. But you guys are being so mean. Penmanship analysis. What's that? No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. All we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours. And we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter.
I'll never write another thing in my life.
It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight. You already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting.
Take that!
Oh, my side hurts a little bit. Ow. This autograph and our mysterious letter. Being by the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. First now allow me to mistake miserable failure.
I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right in the head, Edgy.
So he finally confesses.
I saw the pink princess being carried around a stretcher and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. What choice did I have? It was chimney or bust, Edgy.
Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney. What a criminally overactive imagination.
Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. I shouldn't be so shocked when it came through the chimney.
You said that the letter was not a failure at conveying said sentiment.
I'm really sorry.
Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. Jesus Christ. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me, because at the very least I can attest to that about you.
Edgy, you're...
We've lost a lot of valuable time because of your...
Ow!
In any case, I believe we could say that now we know exactly what happened. Mr. Ibot sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to answer the room of the elderly lady next door.
Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, I still find it unbelievable the two of your friends. No suspicion on that guy over there. It isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay?
Ow!
Hey, what? Edgy, what does the Wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet?
He means the murder weapon. Why did you forget 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head?
That's exactly what I mean. We can't only rely on the words of suspect after all. May have figured out where he was and what he's doing all right. The blood-stained samurai was out to the crime scene. As long as there's no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite. Yeah, Edgy, that guy, he looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me.
I'm well aware. You should be as well. This upcoming battle will be crucial.
Thanks to the cooperation of a lovely bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand, a sweet trip card. I think you're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got.
I can easily point out the contradiction in this supposed murder weapon. But the real problem is for me figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble. But this is one game I can't afford to lose.
I was the one who found the body of the victim, DEMASQUE II. Beside him was a samurai sword, glittering red, nothing but a set of blood. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I forgot the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too.
Isn't it a little bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership?
Bliss owner wanted to sneak into the crime scene. I think that's plain as go on, don't you?
Hold it!
You're alluding to his reason for being down the chimney. We've already established that.
Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are long-time friends, right? Who say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi?
You're accusing me of fabricating evidence? Unlike Blue Guy in about 5 years' time, 3 years' time, give or take. Jesus Christ, that was fun.
You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence all you prosecutors do.
This man has some serious issues with prosecutors.
Come on now, I can't think of something as complicated as that, right, Edgy?
Larry, I can agree, because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or me for that matter. I sense his hatred for me, for my entire profession, emanating from his entire being. Mainly, the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. Rebuttal. But it is a rebuttal that we will do in the why do I keep doing that? In the next episode. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!